Good morning, you filthy bastards. Your favorite, most handsome powerlifter and arm wrestler is here, alongside my beautiful wife. There she is back there. Looking away from me, look at that. So on this video, I just want to cover what I'm eating now for breakfast, now that I'm 290 pounds, on my way down to 275. I was 310, 320 the last video I did. It was closer to 320 because I was like 310 when we first started doing the filming for that video, but I was in prep and I was towards the end of my prep to where my work output was getting lower and lower as I was recovering more and more, and so the weight kind of goes up and up. But things have changed quite a bit. They haven't changed in terms of the baseline stuff of what I eat, still a vertical diet, but they've changed dramatically in terms of the portion sizes. So here goes Jenny cracking off breakfast. What we got in there, honey?
7 eggs.
7 eggs, 7 large eggs, which is 7 times 7, around 49 grams of protein. Mind you guys, everything we cook, no oils at all, no seed oils. If you need to put oil or something on the pan, use butter, and not like fake butter, real butter. Oils are the root of all fatness. So it's gonna start off with the eggs. We scramble them. You add a little bit of cheese to get my dairy and fats in. After that, I eat. It's around. You got the. Actually, I'll show you once you get it. So after I eat my eggs, then my carb is what I eat for breakfast, which is just some breakfast potatoes. You get these at Costco. They already got the bell peppers and stuff in it, and onions in it. No preservatives. You add salt to it. We cook everything in an air fryer. Any potatoes or anything like that I eat are in an air fryer. You'll see what I eat for supper later. Those of you guys seen the original video know what I'm talking about and how I cook my potatoes. But yeah, we use the air fryer, so no grease, no oil. I use 1.5 cups for breakfast. Pans out to be around just under 2 potatoes. They're like 2 small potatoes or 1 good-sized one. You could substitute that for a cup of rice as well. I prefer to get more potatoes in. Potatoes are like great source of potassium, and being a guy who likes to run PEDs, potassium is very important. So also I do a breakfast shake with this. I will show you the contents of that shake after I eat these two. So these are the contents of my breakfast shake every day. Handful of spinach. I ate a lot of spinach, you'll see that. Baby carrots, almonds to get my fats, and then orange juice. And we add collagen. This is from the same company that makes Sweet Sweat. I don't know if you guys are familiar with them. Sports Research.
11 grams.
Yeah, it's got 11 grams of protein in it, so also get more protein as well. And then along with that, I do a 4-ounce shot of pure cranberry every morning for breakfast. This is mandatory. The pure cranberry stimulates the thyroid and gets your thyroid working for the day. Very tart, it's expensive too, but totally worth it. And I also do a shot of fresh pomegranate. Pomegranate aids in inflammation, which obviously, being the stud athlete that I am, inflammation is painful. Yeah, pomegranate is much sweeter. It tastes a lot better. All right, on to my potatoes. We add salt to everything, as you should as well. And then if you're gonna use any condiments, make sure everything's sugar-free, organic, stuff like that. It won't focus it, it's focused on my beautiful face. And also, vitamins will come next. I do iodine, which you technically don't need if you're doing the cranberry, but we do it anyways. And then, what's my multivitamins?
Oh, Matt. Calcium, C.
Calcium, vitamin C, a multivitamin.
8,000 IUs of D3.
And then 8,000 IUs of D3.
Super B and vitamin E.
Super B and vitamin E. Stroke my lip. And for my shake, always gotta make sure it's tight. A few times it wasn't. delicious. All right, guys, we are on meal number 2 now, which is a post-workout meal and one of my larger ones for the day. It will be 10 ounces of ground bison. If you can't afford bisons, I know it's expensive, you can use a lean ground beef. Also, it's 1 cup of white rice, 4 ounces of bone broth mixed into that. And then I add bell peppers, green and red bell peppers, and spinach diced up. I would aid in the digestion. I'll show you what it looks like right here. So that is your 10 ounces of ground bison with 1 cup of rice. This is my bell peppers and spinach diced up. My wife has a little dicer thing that slices up. I will add a little bit of cheese, and I will also add a little sriracha for flavor. You know, based off your weight will determine how much you're eating each time, but this is what's working great for me right now. So this is what it looks like all mixed together. And then I'll add a little sriracha, and then stir it up. And that will be my mash. This is what it looks like all mixed up and mashed together. Delicious. All right, so now that that meal's done, I go for a walk. Now, I know not everyone lives the same life as I do, and maybe think they can't do the same type of thing that I'm doing, but you absolutely can. So, you know, in the morning after I eat, you know, ideally you'd be going for a walk, but I'm a personal trainer, so I'm, you know, changing weights for clients, I'm walking around the gym, I'm active, so that's, you know, inducing digestion. Now, if you're someone that has a long drive to work, or when you get to work, you have a stationary job, you sit on your butt, then you need to wake up earlier, and after you eat your breakfast, go for at least a 10-minute walk, give you a chance to go to the bathroom, and then go to work. So now after this meal, I'm gonna go for a walk. It's not gonna be 10 minutes though. This is gonna be more 30 to 45 minutes, just depending on how hot it is outside because of my dogs and how well my dogs will do. But if it was colder weather, it'd be more like 45 minutes. If it's hot, it turns into more like 30 minutes. Then I get home, you know, work some more, and then next meal will come, and then I'll work out again after that next meal. So if you aren't working out again after that next meal like I am, you would then go for another 10-minute walk. This is all very simple stuff explained by Stan Efferding to follow the vertical diet. All right, so now I'm done with work, and I will be, you know, cooking my next meal, which will also be my evening meal and probably a meal or two for tomorrow. Big old slab of tri-tip. Tri-tip's my cut of choice. It's just slightly marbled, not very fatty. Comes in good sized cuts, so usually it can be 2 days worth of food with how much I'm eating right now. If maybe some of you see my old video, I would eat an entire tri-tip in a night, an entire cut of tri-tip in a night. It would be like pretty much a pound each meal of meat. But now I'm only eating 7 ounces for my meal coming up right now, and then my last meal will be 6 ounces. I'll show that. So this meal will be 7 ounces of beef, along with 2 medium to small sized potatoes that I'll cook in the air fryer. I cut them up as french fries, and then add salt to them, and then use same ketchup I use for breakfast, potatoes, which is just sugar-free organic ketchup. I've been using this Jack Daniel's seasoning for a little bit now. I switched between like this and Krager, but I just rub it on, and then I'll rub it in, flip it, do the same on the other side, and then cook it to perfection. All right, and that's about done. On a big piece like this, I just get the grill hot and then turn it low as it can go, and then about 12 to 13 minutes each side. Now that I got it cooked up, cut it up. If you guys don't have one, and you're dealing with meat slices this big, order an electric knife on Amazon. Super cheap. Makes it real easy to cut the meat up real small. Smaller you cut your meat, the easier to chew it. The finer you can chew it up, the easier it is to digest. Also, if you're not weighing your food, you have no idea what you're eating. You need to weigh all your meals. Everything you eat needs to be weighed, and you know exactly how much it is, so you can make sure you're eating the right amount of macronutrients. And then obviously, if you're following the vertical diet, you're already getting your micronutrients. As you can see, it turned out to be quite a bit of beef. Salt the shit out of it. Salt is your best friend if you're a strength athlete. Sodium, to be more specific. So then now, start measuring it out. 7 ounces for my first meal, 6 ounces for my second. So 7 ounces, that one's fine. And then I'll get the next one. All right, so it worked out. So I got a 6 ounce meal for tonight, This is a 7-ounce meal for tomorrow, 6-ounce meal for tomorrow night, and then 4 ounces left. Usually my wife will probably pick up this for a post-workout meal or something like that, and then I always hook the dogs up with about an ounce. The easiest way you're going to stick to your diet is by preparing and making it as easy as possible to follow it. So that's why I buy that big large cut, because then it lasts for 2 days of meals, even a little extra. And so that way I'm not cooking every single night. So on a night when I'm busy, I can make sure I cook the day before and then I have meals for that day. You saw earlier today, I had the mash already cooked up, the bison, and the rice. My wife cooks that for me, but she does, like 5 days worth at a time. And then it makes it super easy, so we're not worrying about it during the week. And then obviously I'm super blessed to have Jenny, because she makes my breakfast too. So I cook the meat at night, and that's I take care of my night meals. She makes that lunch for me, pre-made, and then makes me breakfast every day. So we have a good system that makes it easy, and then neither one of us is overwhelmed dealing with all the cooking. Just before I eat my steak, I'm going to rinse these off, cut these with the French fry cutter, and then I got the air fryer again ready, preheating, and I'll eat that by the time I'm done eating that, then my fries will be ready. I'll tell you what, eating 7 ounces as opposed to like 16 ounces like I used to eat before, 14 to 16, but so much easier, feel so much better, sleep much better. Fries come out nice and toasty brown. Again, if you're used to eating French fries that are deep fried from like a fast food restaurant, it might take a little acclimating, but I love these. Been eating them for 3 years now, and it's my favorite way to eat potatoes. So now that I'm done with my potatoes and my meat, I make a salad, spinach salad. That's all I eat is spinach. Do a pinch of cheese, and then balsamic vinaigrette. Get the lifetime best stuff. All right, so last meal of the evening is the 6 ounces of beef that I cooked earlier, along with the spinach salad. Exact same thing I did before. Look at that little cutie. And also, guys, head over to filthypowerindustries.com. Get yourself some filthy powder. This is our new sample size. The next order is $50 or more will get a free sample of chalk, of scented chalk. filthypowerindustries.com. I covered everything that I eat today. This is what I've been eating for the last few weeks. I think we did the math, it's around 2,600 calories or something like that. So it's definitely low for me being 290 pounds, but my goal is to get down to 275 pounds. So this is my way of doing it each, couple weeks. If I'm not yielding results, I will then lower my overall caloric intake to achieve the results I want. But I have a pretty high workload right now in terms of gym training. So I think that's gonna, I'm gonna steadily keep dropping. The goal is to lose like a pound a week. I don't wanna go too much faster than that, maybe a pound and a half. I don't wanna go too much faster than that, because then I will be losing too much muscle, and I don't wanna do that. Hope this video helped you guys. Thank you for subbing to this channel, and if you're not, be sure to do so. You know the drill, stay gay.